Welcome to BookTales, where I review books for the Chaos Library. Before I could get even halfway into Stress in Your Body by Robert Sapolsky, I had to stop and rant about something. This series of lectures is presented by a professor with multiple advanced degrees, including at least one in psychology. Yet he said that positive reinforcement and negative reinforcement are essentially reward and punishment. People, stop making this mistake. This is not rocket science, and it's a lot more basic than the neuroscience that makes up the majority of these lectures. So why spread misinformation? It makes me wonder what else he got wrong. Once and for all, let's get it straight. Positive reinforcement equals reward. No one gets these confused. With me so far? Punishment equals punishment. Good. Negative reinforcement is its own thing. It is not punishment. Definitions. Positive reinforcement. A stimulus which, when applied after behavior, makes it more likely for the behavior to recur. In simple terms, you do something I like, I give you a cookie. A warm, gooey chocolate chip cookie with a glass of ice cold milk. Punishment. A stimulus which, when applied after behavior, makes it less likely for the behavior to occur. You do something I don't like and I smack your hand. I told you to stop groping me, but you wouldn't listen. Assuming you don't like your hand smacked, you are less likely to grope me in the future. Negative reinforcement. A stimulus which, when removed after behavior, makes it more likely for the behavior to recur. Your dryer starts buzzing when the clothing is dry and doesn't stop until you open the door. It doesn't reward you for folding the laundry and putting it away. That's on you. It just wants you to open the darn door. You see, with a negative reinforcer, you don't like the buzzing, so you are more likely to open the door to make the buzzing stop. The removal of the buzzing happens after the behavior and rewards you for taking action. By the way, there is such a thing as positive and negative punishment, but almost no one makes a distinction. Negative punishment would be the removal of something after behavior which would discourage that behavior in the future. Your kid doesn't do his homework, so you turn off the Wi-Fi and he can no longer play Dota 2. Next time you tell him to do his homework, he would, presumably, be more likely to perform the desired behavior. On a side note, punishment is a lot less effective in changing behavior than reward. In fact, many behaviorists in the field have stopped using punishment entirely. It's an exciting trend. Back to the explanation. It's all about timing and intent. A positive reinforcement and punishment always come after the behavior, while a negative reinforcer starts before the behavior and ends when the behavior is performed. The reason it's called negative is because the stimulus is removed, not added. Its intent, however, is to increase behavior, just like with a positive reinforcer. A punishment is always intended to decrease the behavior. Do you see why the two are not the same? If not, just ask. I'll talk about this nonsense for hours. I promise in part 2 I'll actually review the book. I just had to get this off my chest first. The rating for the bad behavioral science alone is 0. You don't get a cookie stars. You've reached the tail end. Look forward to another BookTale soon, and don't forget to visit the Chaos Library.